This is Ramona, and I've chosen today to talk about tarot reading. It's one of my favorite topics because, from my own experience, I've been through a lot. So I guess when you have problem or issue, you tend to go everywhere where a hand is led to you. Tarot, church, God, whatever, you'll find the source. And tarot was one of the most amazing help that I had in my personal life because not just that I make really good friends, but it opens a portal for me that made me wonder, look for it, questioning, research and research again. What is it? How is it possible?
We're all in a journey here, and tarot reading is one of the most intuitive form of guidance. It has been for a long period of time, and yet people, some unevolved people, still considering this a witchcraft. But ultimately, we are in an ascension cycle, and different group of us are in different cases of the cycle, but we are ascending. As a humanity, as a planet, we are all evolving. Well, at least some.
I was noticed that I can read at the same time with them, so having a lot of friends that experience the same thing, and we'll go together sometimes to these readings and almost look like a party sometimes. Good times, good times. It made me wonder if maybe I can do it. Maybe everyone can do it. Maybe not in the same way they were doing it, but it must be something inside over there. And my best friends, knowing me so well, they bought my own first tarot cards, which I'm gonna talk today.
Cards are just a tool for your intuitive side to express itself through images from the cards, to feelings that they are transmitting to you. And it's so hard to express what your inner self visualize and feel as an energy to the person you are reading, put into words.
You know that most of the time it can be like 50% true, or maybe you have the impression that there was no connection with that reader and everything is that, if you are upset or not, everything is wrong or right. It doesn't matter anyway, because nobody, in my opinion, could ever tell you that 100% this is gonna happen 5 days from now on, or a year from now on, because you have to be involved also. You are co-created with your universe, like I've stated many times, and you choose the direction. You know, something might come up and influence you in a different way, or you already know what's gonna happen, so you're gonna choose differently because, hey, I just don't wanna go over there, and just start visualizing, thinking how you want it to be, and then success happen in what you're wishing for. Now, there are many ways to read tarot. Just go with the flow, just follow your intuition, connect with your higher self, with your guides, with your ancestor. It just depends on you, on your own abilities.
It's so hard sometimes to express in words the energy that you're feeling, the intuition that you're receiving with your interceptor. Because have you ever wake up from that dream where you were in the woods and a bird was chasing you? Let's just say that. And when you wake up, although you have those all emotion in the dreams, which appears like, let's just say, few minutes, with all the emotion and the visualize that you have, the words are gonna come out just like 2 seconds. Like, I was in the woods and this bird chased me. That's all you could express. It's the same thing in tarot and maybe in other form of intuitive expressions, but words sometimes are a blockage of the energy that you want to transmit to the other person, the message that should receive it. It will help if you have an open mind, open heart, and just, try from those words to create your own story, reality, and what resonates with you.
The main thing is to just wish for. You just have to wish for things in life. So that will happen. So I did start with tarot reading on my own like 5 years ago, but mainly with my friends and my family and really close person to myself, and sometimes for myself, but when you're reading for you, it might influence the way you want it. So the answer maybe will not be that accurate. But before I started my own, I think I did go to a lot of readings back in my country, Romania. How many? Let me see. I guess around 5, 6 tarot reading. Really good, really, really amazing people with great abilities, and most of them I've noticed on myself, we can recognize what is going on now or in the past. When it comes to the future, it's another thing. And even for the future, I had only one old woman who kind of told me 2 years before everything the way it's supposed to be and what would happen, like a big picture about my important events in my life. And I just thought that it's amazing, just knowing from years before happen what is going to happen. And many of you might say, it's kind of wrong because, you just have to go with the flow and follow your intuition and blah, blah, blah. But it helps in a way. It's a help, and that's his tarot reading. It's a help. It's the oldest form in the history that helped humanity in different area. I'm not gonna go on the time that they were called witches. It's just a term, it's just a person with certain abilities, and people were afraid about something that they don't know. They still do. The evolution didn't go that well so far. So in my defense right now, I'm doing tarot readings only online because pandemic happening right now, and it's a challenge. But I always tell the other person that just put all your intention and your thoughts and have an open mind, and whatever the information the universe wants you to find out, just accept it, or maybe not. It's your choice, but have an open mind. Now, being so opening when you're struggling in your life, because that's the mainly thing when you're looking for help, right? You're struggling with something. If you're happy, then why bother with anything? Just enjoy happiness. But happiness, it's a passing phase. So it will come at times, or you already have been, or maybe you're still there, when you're looking for guidance, and this is one of the forms. So go ahead and reach for help if you need it. We are working by donation, which I think is just a great and amazing giving and receiving exchange. And if you like the service, then you can go ahead and donate. If not, but just be serious of what you wish, or maybe just curious, but go with it to the end. Another thing, before I started this recording, I just asked the cards, like, how should I express, or with how should I start about this topic? And the cards lay out in front of me, telling again about my experience, and I was like, no, I don't think people wants to hear again my sad story. But I'm just gonna go with a small frame from it. It was like I told you about that old woman who helped me find out about my future with 2 years before it actually happened. And among that, my ex-husband took all my documents from me, even my diplomas, my birth certificate, so all my personal documents. And I couldn't go and find a job, a proper job, without those documents. And he was just saying, no, I haven't seen it. And I just knew he was the one who took it. He was the only one who premeditate and left the house with everything that we own in a documents matter. And this tarot reader told me, it's like, oh, the documents. When I asked her, like, where are they, how can I find them, what is going on, because I really need it, obviously. And she told me documents are at his mom's house. It's like, okay. And then I with him, and I was really confident about it. Can you please give me my documents from your mom, or I'll come over there and look for them. And he said no. And then anyway, long story short, after 2-3 days, I was like, oh, I find them, they were over there, I didn't know. That happened. It's a short story, you know, just about see how positive things can be when you have a small clue and then, you know, you just strongly believe in it. Things may happen. As my final statement, I just had to shuffle the cards and see any advice for you guys from the universe. And I had 8 of Wands. It might be significant for one of you, is that's mean, you know, news from far away, or traveling, or media, social media connection, or online connections, or just news. It doesn't matter good or bad, it's just that see these small branches with the youngest, looking for a word in English. Yeah, I don't know how to call this, you know, it's like new ideas and new form or perspective about online, searching online and reaching, because we are all now sitting around homes the majority of the time, the ones who doesn't work or doesn't socialize that much because of the pandemic. And so even, you know, some people will say that going online and not stay connected physically with the other person is not that good and healthy in a certain way or from a different point of view. But reaching somehow, it doesn't matter how far you are, you can be at the end of the planet and you know, separate world of the planet, and you can still connect because you are a body full of energies, and you will reach anyways to the thought that it's magical within us. So go ahead and reach your family, your friends, everything you want to know, you want to spend, you want to study about the country or not. Just try and reach. I guess that is the main message. So tell me what you think about it. If you're out there and you really need a guidance, a support of any way, don't be shy. Just please go ahead and reach, send a message, and we will support you wherever the way we can. It's just wonderful to know there's somewhere out there that care about you, and you know, they can always lead a hand, you know, with a good advice, a positive one. Even though it may seem in our day-to-day life things don't look that beautiful, but we are beautiful inside. So this is something that we should express, you know, how beautiful we are inside, to express it outside. It doesn't matter what happened around us. So go ahead and reach. We are here. Thank you.